Coach, you want to get us started?
Yeah, I thought, today very similar to the first couple of games. I mean, tremendous starting pitching. Adam Morgan, was dynamite and really set the tempo to the game. Being a 7-inning game, one thing we talked about earlier is really trying to get off to a good start, and we're able to get a run early, and then, Miller delivers the big double to score 2 right there. So the recipe was just what we wanted for today in a 7-inning game, and really good pitching, and then early offense, which we hadn't had so far in the term. We've been scoring in the back end, so really good outing today for us.
Okay, raise your hand if you have a question for either Jake Smith, Andrew Miller, or Adam Morgan. You're in the left front row, or second row.
Hey, Adam. Was it a little bit of a pride today to get that pitching performance? You've been hearing about how well Jimmy and Peanut's been throwing. Was there a certain pride level to say, hey, I'm here too?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's been a team effort. I mean, with them doing awesome, it helps the team out. But I kind of wanted to help the team out too today. And, it's always good to go out there and set the tempo right off the bat. And so it was. I've been struggling. And the more I try not to think about it, I think about it. So today was just a good day, and I kind of feel like it got me over the hump.
And then, you and I talked when you played Florida the first time. You said you wanted to throw inside more and maybe throw your slider with 2 strikes. Is that what you did today?
Mm-hmm. I got ahead with the fastball away, down and away, and the next pitch was either a fastball in or a slider. So I've been working on throwing in and getting my slider back to where it needed to be. So that was the game plan the whole game.
Okay, any more questions for the student athletes? Okay, thanks, guys. Okay, raise your hand if you have a question for Coach Gaspard, and we'll get a microphone to you. You're in the 4th row on the aisle.
Coach, what do you expect the atmosphere to be like here tomorrow for Alabama and LSU, given what it's been like for all your games this week?
Yeah, it's going to be it's one of those games that, this is what you work for, all year. And it will be probably about 3/4 crimson and white, and the other portion will be purple and gold, and they'll be as loud as 12,000 Alabama fans, however many they have here. So it kind of takes you back to the late 90s, when Alabama and LSU would hook up, and I was talking to Paul Maneri prior to our game, and he was saying the same thing. He said, I really would like to see you guys win just to enjoy the crowd and the atmosphere for tomorrow. So, it should be a tremendous environment tomorrow.
Okay, last row on the aisle.
Coach, could you just talk about your team getting on a roll and things coming together the past 2 weeks for y'all?
Yeah, it's been, as a coach, you're always hoping that late in the season your team catches fire. And for our team, it's been a long road to get here. I mean, we've fought through a lot, a lot of adversity. We've had some injuries, some other things, some mental issues through the middle part of the year. And to have our team playing as well as they are right now at the most important time is just couldn't ask for anything more right now. But if you had to point your finger to it, no question, it's starting pitching. And we were getting our starts weren't very good. We had a shaky bullpen, and I think when you get that, your position players, it's really a burden on them to continue to fight back. And we had about a 25-game stretch where it was just like Groundhog Day. Every day was the same thing, and now the starting pitching started giving position players confidence. And now, the score's right there that's reachable, in all of these games. And because we've defended well all year. We've averaged about 7 runs each game. And we're still doing that, but now we're getting really good starting pitching. So that's been the key. And then obviously with that comes the confidence and the energy and the belief that you can win. And that's where we're at right now.
Okay, front row, far left.
Speaking of the starting pitching, how is it set up for tomorrow?
Well, we have, I've said it now every time I've said it, at this table here. It's going to come down to someone that is going to have to give you a ball game. And it's going to be a guy that's been a Tuesday, Wednesday pitcher for you. And we haven't named a starter at this point. We'll look at it when we get back. We certainly got it narrowed down to 2 or 3. And but if we can get through the middle part of the game, we have some guys late that certainly can really, with Jake Smith and Jimmy Nelson would be available for an inning or 2 also.
Okay, second row on the left.
Can you tell us a little bit more about David Kindred? Just how serious does this appear?
Well, it's just with the family and all, I don't want to go into depth, but it is something that could be fairly serious right now. He had to go back and he's going to have some tests run first thing in the morning. We'll know more after they run some tests with him in the morning. And so we found out, yesterday he left batting practice and he was just having some shortness of breath and some pain in his upper chest, shoulder, and so right now it's due to the family, not going to go into any detail with it, but it is something that's fairly serious right now that is, our players and we're all praying for David and his family. I mean, it's a tough situation right now.
Okay, second row on the aisle.
Did the 7th inning change the way you approach this game from staffing your bullpen and hoping maybe to get 7 from Adam?
I think that, the only thing that it changed from an offensive standpoint is, we were really going to try to execute early to try to get a lead. And so, the sack bunt and those things came into play a lot quicker than they would in a 9-inning game. But, 7-inning games can, there's so much debate which way you want to go. But if you get good starting pitching, then you're all for a 7-inning game, and that's what we got today.
Okay, fourth row on the aisle.
Speaking of that, what did you see in Adam that was different from when he was struggling? Was it pretty much what he was talking about?
Yeah, well, I mean, today, you'd seen him pitch the last. I thought he was pretty good last week at Tennessee, but prior to Tennessee, for about 3 starts, was just nibbling too much, and I thought today he just really attacked the strike zone with all of his pitches. And Adam is a tremendous competitor, and he has to be in that mode to be good. I mean, in that competitive attacking mode. And I think with a couple poor starts, he kind of lost that. And today, I felt good that he was going to pitch good today because he had a pretty nice start at Tennessee, and then he threw a tremendous bullpen earlier in the week. And you could see just his mindset was really in the right place for today.
Okay, in the back with the television cameras.
Hey, Coach, can you just talk about the timely hitting you're getting now? This part of the season, and you're doing a better job of not stranding a lot of runners.
Yeah, well, the key to winning is getting good starting pitching and timely hitting, and we are. I thought Miller's hit today was really big to kind of get us going, and but through this 8-game stretch, that's what we've done. And you look back through the stretch where we're 6-14 and struggling, we probably had more guys on base, during that time, but we just could not deliver the hit. And now not only are we delivering those hits, but we're getting timely 2-out hits as well. And that's what it takes to win, and that's what it takes to win late in the season right now.
Okay, second row on the aisle.
Just real quick, is Taylor okay, his ankle?
Yeah, he's fine. He had a sprained ankle earlier in the season. From the Southeastern game that we've been taping every game, and he stepped in a little sprinkler hole out there and just kind of twisted a little bit. But he's he'll be a little tight tomorrow, but he'll play.
Okay, any more questions for Coach? Thanks, Coach.
Okay.